sponsored AG Tour. When AG Tour went before the World Tour, they sponsored AG Tour with the bikes, and then that stopped actually the year I went to the team. They had gone to BH at the time, and as you can see with the flags, it's a block headwind, and now it's all the battle about well, the drag racing. Everyone's in position. We're only about 4 kilometers away from the intermediate sprints.
Remind us of the green jersey now, because this is our first bit of action of the day. Well,
the rider who is going to pass the line today will get 20 points. It will be 15 riders, so it will go 20. 15th rider will get 1 point. The accumulation of points at the intermediate sprint plus at the end of the stage gives you the one with the highest points gets to wear the green jersey. Depending on the stage, at the finish, there is different point systems. If it's a mountain stage, there is less points available than if it's a sprinter stage.
Timing's going to be everything in this sprint, isn't it?
Yes, and it's going to be an extremely fast run-in. There's a couple of turns, about 1.5 kilometers to go. You go over a bridge, it's a little bit tricky, but the last 1.5 kilometers is wide. But you're going to have to make a choice on your positioning, what side of the road you want to go, because there's a proper chicane between 500 meters, you go into a sweeping left, 200 meters a sleeping right, and then in the last 100 meters, another sleeping left. So you can't really cut the line at 500 meters to go. You could do it maybe 2K to go, but not at 500 meters to go. So it'll be very interesting to see what side of the road and close to the barrier the sprinters team will choose to go for.
Van der Poel coming back, throws a bottle to some fans at the side of the road, which he's allowed to do. Much more speed in this peloton now as he races back in the yellow jersey as the race leader of the Tour de France. There is Tadej Pogačar wearing number 1, sitting towards the back, being dragged along now because he's the headwind will shelter him as the further back he sits. Brian Coquard coming up towards the front. He's twice finished 3rd in the green jersey competition. Ivan Romero moves up in the Spanish champions colours on the far right-hand side. A little bit of road furniture coming up now. Kevin Vauquelin in the white jersey pointing that out to the rest of the riders. But it's Luke Plapp on the front. Luke Durbridge, the Australian champion, in 2nd place. Arkea getting ready to lead out Arnaud Demar into this sprint. And Bahrain Victorious moving up as well as Kamil Gradek tries to move their sprinter Phil Bauhaus into position for this intermediate sprint. As Nico said, 20 points on offer at this intermediate sprint. And the peloton racing now at 45 kilometers an hour. Van der Poel moving up on the left-hand side. Needs to be a little bit closer to the front to look after Jasper Philipsen today.
And they're going to be able to practice their sprint in the headwind and the timing. It's block headwind at the moment, 2 kilometers to go to the sprint. Ivan Milan. Oops, sorry, they were just pushing each other out a little bit there on the right.
On the front, it's Quinn Simmons, followed by Tom Scoynes. Milan is not too far behind. Arnold de Lee hasn't really taken part in these intermediate sprints yet. He's a bit further back and losing a little bit of space. Dylan Groenewegen is up there. Only about 1.5 kilometers now to the intermediate sprint. You'll notice that Jake Stewart is on this prototype bike today. Let's see if he unleashes it, because in a headwind, that bike is going to be faster than anything. The sprint starts. Quinn Simmons ups the tempo. Right-hand turn coming up. The team of Lidl Trek are going to have full control at the front as Quinn Simmons and Tom Scoynes are the 2 riders at the front. Jonathan Milan sits 4th wheel. Mathieu van der Poel turns around and checks to see where Philipsen is, and the answer is he's not there yet. Intermarché get ready to unleash Biniam Girmay. We are 1 kilometre, just inside 1 kilometre to go. Simmons hands over to Tom Scoynes and goes to the left-hand side of the road, the right-hand side. Intermarché leading out, Biniam Girmay. There's the points on the right-hand side. Philipsen's now got himself into a better position. Van der Poel sneaks back in the line. Soren Varenskold is up there for the team of Uno X Mobility, and Brian Cockard decides to go on the right-hand side, looks for a wheel, puts himself in the wind way too early. And the sprint now starts on the left-hand side as Philipsen's lead-out train tried to bring him up onto the wheel of Jonathan Milan. Caden Groves is the rider who's trying to lead him out. Girmay a bit... Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Philipsen crashes. The green jersey is down. Jonathan Milan goes through now. He wins the sprint. But behind, we hope that Jasper Philipsen is okay. Oh, that's not good news.
Hard crash there. He looks in lots and lots of pain.
From joy to despair in the flash of a second. Philipsen has lost nearly the entire green jersey off his back. He's not in good shape. There's also another crash at the side of the road here. But the whole Alpecin-de-Koning riders are worried here about Philipsen. Can he get back on the bike? Nico, this doesn't look good.
No,
they've left him.
Yes, they've left him. That's not a good news.
Jasper Philipsen, the green jersey, the first yellow jersey of this race, is left lying in the grass at the side of the road, with his green jersey in tatters and potentially his dream of continuing in the Tour de France on a knife edge.
You see when the rider from Intermarché tries to lead out, a little bit of turning around there, just a slight second of touching the brakes.
Coquard
there
moves.
He goes, Coquard clipped out.
I'd like to see that again. I think Coquard hit the wheel of
the rider of Intermarché.
Philipsen, can he get back on the bike? This is not looking good. And a real go at Brian Coquard by the team of Alpecin-de-Koning, because they saw exactly what happened. The medical team at the moment I don't think they feel that Philipsen can continue. They are already bandaging him up.
Yeah, it looks very much like if it's a collarbone at the minimum.
Confirmation that Jonathan Milan wins the sprint ahead of Paul Pennoet and Caden Groves. Terrible, terrible news. I've just heard on Radio Tour the abandon of the green jersey of the Tour de France. Jasper Philipsen is out.
Yeah, that's bad for the Tour. Again, we talked about it today. Unfortunately, today it's also about staying right. And when you go and take the risk into the intermediate sprints, you need to go and take risks. This is very unfortunate, though. This wasn't about taking risks. It was about under the ride taking it down.
Let's take another look here, Nico.
Oh, they've touched bars, actually. Oh, look at the sparks.
Oh, I mean, we're at top speed at that point. Not heavy, not
at 60k an hour.
60k an hour in a headwind, and he hit the ground really hard.
Looks like the two riders hit their bars. Coquard doesn't seem too bothered.
Here we go again. He did. Coquard moves across to the right-hand side and hits bars.
Yeah, he didn't look...
Oh, Philipsen hits the ground so hard.
It looks like he was just about to go to the right and didn't notice there was a rider there.
Terrible moment from the dream of a yellow jersey and taking that on stage one to being left at the side of the roads on stage 3 of the Tour de France. Despair for Jasper Philipsen.